The John LeBanc Show has been known to make people laugh, sing, think, scream, throw things in rage, and generally lose their minds. Listener discretion is advised. And alert the media. The John LeBang Show with me, Shady, is about to be hit by mayhem.
I'd like to introduce our next guest.
Hey, yo, can I introduce the next guest?
Shady, I was just going to introduce him and you interrupted me.
Well, that's because I wanted to introduce him.
But, you know, it's my show. I want to introduce him.
Listen, he needs somebody funny to introduce him, and you're not it.
What do you mean I'm not funny?
Listen, John, I know funny, and you're not it.
Fine, just introduce him.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is Shady, as you know. I just want to introduce our funny guest all the way from across the pond in England. He's visiting us, he's joining us, Mr. Paul Farrar. Welcome to the show.
Hi, John. Hello, my name is Paul Farrar. And for the very few people out there in the world who have not heard my show, it's the Paul Farrar Show, and I am the host of that show. And I just want everybody out there to know that I agreed to do this interview with John LeBang because if I didn't, he said he would lose me my job.
Yeah, he's guilty of doing that with me too. He thinks he runs the world because he's on the radio all the time.
Is that true? He's going to lose you your job? Yeah, it's all right, Sid. Don't worry about it. Just calm down, mate. Who's going to lose your job? Do you want me to fly over there and kiss him? No, I don't, Sid, no. Bloody John Denver. Who does he think he is? Sorry about that, John. That's Sid. That's my bodyguard.
That's Sid, your bodyguard, huh? I've got Shady in here. He introduced you. He wanted to introduce you. You and Shady, Shady go way back. You know that?
Yeah, he goes way back. At the time that I used to have a sheep farm.
Listen now, I don't get into that sheep. That's that other guy.
I've lost it.
You all right there, Paul?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah. So, John, your show, does anyone actually listen to that? Is this going out to people out there? How many people? About 4, is it? 1?
Oh, you wouldn't believe how many people are listening to my show.
Yeah, listen, John, don't lie. Like 3 people listen to the show and maybe a couple of animals, and that's it.
Well, I just want to ask you a question, John, because, we all know that that's a lie. I want to ask you one thing. The music scene out there, is it any good?
Here in Detroit, it's not too bad. It used to be better when it was in Motown. Yeah,
I'm just going to make a note here, John, not to go to Detroit when I'm next in America. So, shoplifting any good over there?
Oh, that's a pastime around here.
Can you give me any tips?
Well, Shady's better with that. Ask him. Well, listen, it's easy. You walk up to somebody and you bump into them and you take their purse.
Well, I've heard that the shops are very heavy to lift over there. Is that right?
Yeah, everything's bigger here in the U.S.
John, I've got a knock on the door. I've got somebody else who's interrupting me. I'm sorry about this. I'm going to let him in. Would you believe it? It's none other than Bob Dylan. Say hello to Bob, Shady.
Hey, Bob Dylan, I love your music.
I'm not interested in what you're going to sing. I'm going to have a song here. I'm going to perform a song. He's going to perform a song, John, live here in the studio. How about that? Something really amazing. That's the first. It's not the first, Farrar. I'm going to play you another song. Okay, we're going to do a song. Ready, John?
Yes, we're ready.
I went to the corner shop to buy some eggs. But when I got there were no more left. I said to the shopkeeper, what am I going to eat? He said, I don't know, and he turned into a sheep. That's bloody awful, isn't it?
That's
really
terrible.
What do you mean awful, Farrar? That's much better than what you do. I'm going to play you one of my songs now, John, which is a lot better. No, you're not. You're going to play one of my... I am not going to play... You're going to play one of my... You're going to play one of my...
The hell's going on over there?
Oh, he's just knocked me to the floor, John.
Are you okay?
Oh, no, I'm not. He's setting fire to my shed because I wouldn't play one of his songs, John.
What song does he want you to play?
Oh, no, he's just smashed up my house. No, not the window, John. Not the window. Oh, I can't believe this. He's smashing up everything here, John. Unbelievable. Oh, just thrown a brick from my window.
Hopefully you have insurance.
He's blown up. I don't
Sounds like an earthquake. Is that hurricane hitting you now?
Because I wouldn't play one of his songs. He's smashed up my house and he's just set fire to the shed.
How big's the shed?
Crap. Oh, John.
Are you okay? Do you want me to call 911?
You're shocked over it. I didn't expect that. Bob Dylan turning up and smashing everything up because I couldn't play his song. I don't do his songs.
What song did he want you to play?
I bloody sing. Eh?
What song did he want you to play?
Oh, Farting in the Wind.
John does that all the time.
Oh, God. John, I'm in a bit of a state right now. I don't know what to say. I'm really sort of shaken up by that one. Oh, the fire is out of control. It's setting fire to the garden. It's going into next door gardens as well. This is absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe this. Oh, I've got another knock on the door, John. Come in. Hello. I'm Daredevil, the man without fear. John, we've got a live superhero here in the studio. What do you think about that?
Isn't that the blind guy?
Yes, it's me, John. Not too blind enough to see what you're getting up to.
Oh, yeah? How do you get around, by the way, being so blind?
Yeah. Anyway, I'm here to solve the problem. I'm going to put out the fire. Because I know you can't, and John's too far away to do it. So Daredevil, the man without fear, is going to put out the fire. Can I just say one thing, Daredevil, before you carry on? Can you just be careful of my cat? I've got this little cat, John. It's a kitten, actually. It's a kitten. It's just standing behind Daredevil, and I don't want him to tread on it because he's as blind as a battery. So I need to be very careful with how you... What's the kitten, Daredevil? You got a kitten? Yes. A kitten? Oh, no! I'm scared of kittens! Oh, no, let me out of here! Oh, no. Yeah, that was Daredevil, the man.
Sounds like he has an allergy.
The man without fear. Sorry, John, that was just my alarm clock. I set that earlier in case I fell asleep during the show.
Yeah, well, it gets pretty boring here on the show, you know? Not much going on. Oh, now he's sleeping. Listen, are you not collected?
Oh, no, sorry. I had a late night last night, and this is doing nothing to help me stay awake.
What'd you do last night?
I went out gigging last night, John, because as you know, I'm also a musician like yourself, and I went out playing, and that's very good. All right, Paul. Who'll show you one? John LeBang. John, you've got one of your biggest fans here, John.
Who's that?
Sid Cattlecake.
I'm not sure I know that person.
John, he's great at John, and I love his show. Yeah, he is fantastic. But I didn't. What do you mean you love his show? I've never heard you listen. No, I don't mean him. I mean John Denver. Okay. All right. I think you've lost the plot. Do you know what, John? I've got to say this, right? Because my comedy show is unique, as you know. It goes out all over the world. Fantastic rave and reviews. I mean, I'm being very modest here when I say that I've been interviewed by great presenters such as Johnny Carson. You've heard of him? Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Harrison Ford. You know of him?
I know that guy too.
I've also been Johnny, and this is an amazing one. I've been interviewed by the Incredible Hulk.
Really?
And now this rubbish.
Yeah, well, you know, you're coming down in the world, Paul.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, sometimes we go up in our careers and other times we come down, and you're in the deep valley right now.
Well, I'll be honest,
It's
Joe,
more like a sewage pipe, but you know.
Yeah, well, I'll be honest, Joe. This is John. This is an all-time low, and to come to this point where I'm actually on your show, and there's only one thing I can do to end this misery.
What's that? I think he's breaking some stuff in his house now. Oh. Sounds like Detroit.
I can't even get that right. I missed.
Where were you pointing it?
Well, I pointed it towards my head and I missed. Jumped out of the window and there was a mattress beneath. They're just delivering a new bed. I tried to flush myself down the toilet, but it was too big. So I'm afraid I'm stuck here with you, John. It's like being in a time warp, not being able to get out of it. So, Shady's very quiet. What's he up to?
Well, he's been talking, but you ain't listening.
Well, listen, John, when there's something worth listening to, mate, and so far I haven't heard it.
Well, you know, Shady's kind of grumpy this morning. He didn't get much sleep last night.
No?
And we're out of beer. And, you know, he can't do anything without beer. I'm telling you what, we got to get some beer. If it's just that BJ beer, that's fine, but I don't care what kind of beer we got to get some beer in here. You got beer over there?
We've got beer over here, John.
What kind of beer do you got over there?
Well, beer that's made out of hops. What other kind is there?
Well, I don't know. There's all kinds of beers. They all have different labels on them.
I know you're getting very interesting, Shady, but I'm going to have to interrupt you once again because none other than the Incredible Hulk has just turned up. And I don't know whether you know this, but every year I host an arm wrestling competition to see who the strongest man in England is. And we've got a very surprise guest. We've got none other than the Incredible Hulk. And I'm going to be going on 1-to-1 arm wrestling with the Hulk.
Can I interview him first?
Yeah, he's just coming through the door. So the Incredible Hulk's coming through the door right now. Yeah, the security guards are trying to shoot him, but that's the alarm clock again, trying to wake me up so I don't fall asleep during this show. Yeah, he's just going to come through the door very shortly, and bullets are nothing for him to be afraid of, are they, John? He's just walking his way through. He's coming through the door, so he'll be through the door any second now. And oh, hi, Hulk. Of course, we have not got a door left now, John, and he's sitting here now, right next to me. Hulk smash! No, don't you smash anything else, or we're not going to have a house left. Okay, so the Hulk is just about to do an arm wrestling competition with me here, John. Well, he's just smashed the table. I'm going to get ready for this. I mean, any bets on this? Who do you favour?
I have to favor the Hulk on this one.
Yeah,
me too. He's got a new movie coming out with Thor, so obviously he's more working out, you know?
Yeah, he has been working out, but I slightly favour myself, John, because and you won't know this, but I've been eating extra amounts of spinach this week and getting arm wrestling lessons off Popeye. So we're just going to settle down now for an arm wrestling competition with the Hulk, and here we go. So, not so quick. I just grabbed me between the legs there. I think there's going to be a bit of cheating going on here. I think he feels a little bit threatened by this, John. So here we are, hand to hands. We're off. John, it's a close one, John. He's actually pulling funny faces at me to try and distract me. I can't cope with much more of this, John. He's trying to tickle me under the arm. He's tickling me. Stop it! He's won. He's tickling me under the arms and between the legs. I didn't stand a chance.
That sounds kind of gay of him tickling you between the legs.
Oh, he's off. He's off. He's showing off. He's off. Here he goes. Unbelievable. Yeah, right through my ceiling. Great. Really great.
So you've got a burned out yard and now no ceiling and door.
No, see.